Paraket Pashut, Daf Kufayin Aleph, sponsor the Refuah Shlema for Daniel Tzvi ben Yocheved. We begin with the Mishnah. Mishnah discusses the halacha for one who repays part of his debt. Rabbi Yehuda holds Yachliv. The witnesses to the original document exchange it for a new one dated from the original loan. It is not legally predated, invalid for a loan, because the borrower received the money on the original date. This document is a replacement given because the lender cannot compel the borrower to accept the receipt. Rabbi Yossi holds Yichtov Shofar. The lender can compel the borrower to accept the receipt. The reason: it is not proper to require the lender to write an additional document to protect the borrower from losing the receipt. He is beholden to the lender. In addition, the borrower's fear of losing the receipt will pressure him to repay quicker and allow the lender to collect from property sold by the debtor from the original date. The Gemara brings a third opinion, Rav. He was a bridge between the Tanoim and Amoraim, sometimes granted the status of a Tana. Rav holds only the court writes a new document from the original date, not the witnesses. This is because he holds even a replacement document permits a creditor to collect lien properties only from the time of its writing. Therefore, witnesses commissioned to write the first document cannot write the second. Even the borrower cannot instruct them to write it. Its lien was forfeited when it was torn up. Only a court that can confiscate property can date the replacement as the original. A question. Rabbi Yehuda said in the name of Rav, no matter how many times a document was lost, the original witnesses can write a replacement. The answer. Rabbi Yosef explains it refers to gift documents that are not guaranteed. The recipient, should he forfeit his gift, has no legal recourse against his benefactor. The documents function only as proof of the gift. Rabbi explains it refers even to sale documents explicitly excluding a guarantee. Not explicit is achrayus to sofer. It's a scribe's error. However, one including a guarantee cannot be replaced by witnesses. Gemara brings another dispute between Rabbi Yehuda and Rabbi Yossi. A document was dated with a tarikh lo'azi, a civil date that fell on Shabbos or Yom Kippur, indicating it was either predated or postdated. Rabbi Yehuda holds it is assumed to be valid, postdated document. Since postdated documents are disqualified only with Rabbanan, the document is valid unless proven otherwise by the borrower. Rabbi Pedas explains there is no dispute if its civil date falls on Shabbos or Yom Kippur because the document indicates it is postdated. They dispute a regular postdated document for a partial payment and certainly for a full payment. Rabbi Yehuda validates a postdated document. He holds the borrower is not required to repay the loan without receiving its document. Therefore, the lender cannot use the document to collect a second time. Rabbi Yossi invalidates a postdated document. The lender can claim he lost the document and force the borrower to accept the receipt for the full amount. Therefore, if the document is postdated and the borrower paid before the due date, the lender can falsely claim he lost the document, write a receipt, and produce the document on the due date, demanding a second payment. The borrower's receipt cannot prove he paid off this apparent new loan because it predates the date of the document. Although Rav Huna Brei the Rabbi Yeshua understood Rabbi Yossi, the borrower cannot be compelled to accept the receipt for the full amount of a loan. The Gemara concludes the lender can compel him to accept the receipt for the full amount. Rabbi Yitzchak lent money to Rabbi Abba and lost his document. Rabbi Chanina bar Papi, who presided over the case, compelled Rabbi Abba to accept the receipt. Based on the opinions of Rabbi Yochanan Reish Lakish, the lender can compel the borrower. Logic dictates he can. Although it is unfair to penalize a borrower who loses his receipt, it is more unfair to penalize a lender who loses his document since he extended him the loan. Rav Amnuna distinguishes between a loan and a sale document. A postdated bill of sale is invalid. The reason: a buyer bought property in Nisan, the document stated the sale was in Tishrei. The buyer agreed he could purchase it back, which he did before Tishrei. The buyer wrote him a receipt claiming he lost the bill of sale. However, in Tishrei, the buyer presented the document claiming he purchased it a second time from the seller. Rav Hamenuda was not concerned the lender would lie and collect twice from the borrower because he held the lender cannot compel a borrower to accept the receipt. In practice, initially when the Rabbanan permitted postdated documents and receipts, they required the document state explicitly as postdated to the lender, so the lender cannot present it as a new document. Later, they instituted writing either the date of the original document or no date on the receipt to prevent the lender from presenting it as a new document. Finally, they did not require any preventive measure. The borrower wrote the date of repayment. Despite this, one who was meticulous would utilize the Takanas Chachamim. Those who were careless lost out. If you're enjoying Daf 5, please click on the link below, subscribe, and become a sponsor. Thank you.